Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Brooke's place, Carter listens as Hope tells Liam she doesn't want to spend any further time piecemeal. Our future is together. She cries, I love you. I'll always love you. They embrace as she sobs. At the door, Carter snoots in pain and gashes over. In Forrester's design office, Daphne flashes to advising Carter to cover his heart against Hope breaking it again. Brooke walks by and says she'd like to talk to her about Hope and Carter. She warns that they still love each other and nothing or no bone should get in the way of that. Daphne smirks. At the Precipice house, Taylor tells Steffi that they will deal with Liam's impending death as a family. Finn reiterates that his woman isn't alone in this. Steffi stresses that Liam needs to be girdled by people who love him. He needs to tell his favored bones. Finn thinks he just needs further time. Steffi wonders what if he doesn't have time. Steffi asks if she thinks she did the right thing telling Hope. Taylor understands the need for sequestration, but Hope demanded to know. Finn backs this up too. Steffi thanks her mama for her support. They've to admire Liam's wishes other than Hope, no bone differently can know. Finn reveals he's had cases who decided to die alone. The families were devastated and felt wronged and betrayed. Liam might be wrong, but he isn't alone. He has Steffi and Hope to help him face what's coming. Steffi's sensations that she and Liam had so numerous UPS in Campo, but they were eventually musketeers and were co-parenting. It's not fair. Taylor says Liam is loved by a lot of people and has 2 beautiful daughters. Steffi says who'll grow up without their father. She's still sad and angry. Liam doesn't earn any of this. He needs to grow old with them and find love. None of that will be because he's dying. At Brooke's place, Hope asks Liam if he wishes Steffi hadn't told her. He says no, he just wishes they'd had further time before she looked at him else. Hope wants to cherish the time as much as possible knowing it might be limited. Liam muses that people do'n't have as important time as they suppose they do. They've to make the utmost of it. He wants Hope to be happy and have someone to grow old with. Someone who can give her everything he couldn't. Form your relationship with Carter, however, happiness will follow, if you forgive him. Hope wants Liam to concentrate on himself. He teases that would drive him insane. He's alarmed, but when he thinks about others and their happiness, it helps. It gives him peace. Hope tells him he's inconceivable. Liam regrets hurting her the way that he did. Hope says it's in the history. Liam explains part of chancing peace is dealing with his once miscalculations. They flash back when they first met. Life was simpler back also. That Liam, he no way could have imagined all the suffering he was about to put you through. Hope says they hurt each other. Liam says it's true. The way she used to look at him is the way she now looks at Carter. He urges her to find him and tell him how she feels. Hope complains that Carter betrayed her. Liam says the details don't matter. The wrathfulness and resentment are meaningless if she still loves Carter. She does. Liam warns her to repair effects before it's too late. At Forrester, Daphne tells Brooke she respects her defending her son's interests. Carter storms in and wants to speak to Daphne. Brooke says she was just telling Daphne that she believes he's the man for Hope. She urges him not to give up and exits. Daphne knows commodity is wrong with Carter. What's it? Carter prodigies, how can my instincts be so long? She asks, what happed? He smothers, Hope happed. He can't be there right now. Wherever he's going, Daphne will go with him. You can't be alone. Carter and Daphne arrive at his garret. She notes he hardly spoke on the way there. Did commodity be with Hope? Carter says every relationship he's had has ended terribly. He's the common denominator. She argues he's a good man who hasn't set up the right person yet. The miscalculations he's made don't define who he is. Carter appreciates how important she cares about him. He just allowed. Hope watched too. He was sure there was a light at the end of the lair. Daphne asks, "You don't feel that way presently?" Carter flashes to what he eavesdropped her saying to Liam. Daphne hates seeing him in pain. She was hysterical. Hope would break his heart again. She has a history of going from man to man. Daphne wouldn't be surprised if she goes back to Liam, the father of her child. Carter nearly blew up his entire life for Hope. He went to war with his stylish friend for her, and she just tossed him away like he's nothing. You were right, Daphne. You were right each on. At Brooke's place, Liam tells Hope that Carter loves and cherishes her, but that's not all. You're the only woman for him. At Carter's garret, Daphne tells him she's there for him. Now and always. That's because there's heavy enterprise suggesting Steffi might be leaving with Liam to Germany for the treatment that he's apparently going to get for his brain excrescence. You would suppose that Steffi would stay home to tend to her family and her hubby Finn. She's going to want to be by Liam's side as he continues to fight for his life. Steffi has a habit of butting into other people's business. Most of the time her hindrance is to stir up trouble. Still, this time it was out of kindness. But did Steffi's good intentions beget her to betray a loved one? Steffi has set up herself in a tough and heartbreaking situation. Her ex-husband Liam is dying after suffering a brain injury. Steffi's been by Liam's side from the moment she set up him unconscious and rushed him to the sanitarium. Now that she knows he doesn't have important time left, it's an emotional time for the spouses. Liam is upset at the prospect of saying farewell to his daughters and his family. But he doesn't want anyone to know, including Hope. Despite Steffi and Finn's pleas to review, Liam's made his decision. Still, Steffi allowed. It was wrong to keep this secret from Hope. Since Liam wouldn't tell her, Steffi took it upon herself to tell Hope about Liam's condition. Hope broke down in gashes after learning that Liam's dying. Now that she knows the verity, it wouldn't be long before she's rushing to his side. The last thing he wanted was everyone crying and fastening on his impending death. With Hope now learning the news, Liam might be upset with Steffi. This is Liam's life and his secret, he can choose who to partake it with. Steffi's been a huge support to him, and he allowed. He could trust her. Still, she betrayed him by telling Hope. Yet, Hope had a right to know, she's Liam's ex-wife and the mama of his son. She needs to be there offering her support and enjoying their remaining moments together. However, Hope would be angry that nothing told her, and the guilt would eat at Steffi, if Liam failed. Whether Liam likes it or not, Hope knows his secret. Together with Steffi, she's going to be there for Liam no matter what happens. Liam, still recovering from a mysterious medical occasion, left the sanitarium against Croker's orders to dance with Kelly, ignorant that a grim opinion was on its way. Steffi entered the textbook. Liam has an inoperable brain excrescence. Steffi's a mama first and foremost, and that defensive instinct is going to protest incontinently. With Kelly beaming over her pater's surprise visit, Steffi's not about to shatter the moment with heartbreaking news. Anticipate her to keep Liam in the dark, at least for the rest of the day, as she processes the information herself. She might indeed stay to talk to Finn or head outdoors for a quiet breakdown before facing the reality of what comes next. Steffi knows it. Look for her to shift into overdrive, making this moment with Liam and Kelly feel like a memory the little girl will treasure, just in case. Whether that means an improvisational fun and games, Prince, or an evening walk on the sand, Steffi's going to work overtime to save Kelly's innocence and let her spend quality time with her pater. Well, she still can. But don't be surprised if her forced grins start to crack. It looks like some people have picky memory in this fictional city of Los Angeles. We're talking about Taylor and Steffi, as a lot of people have refocused out that the two women have done some enough atrocious effects in the history. But for some reason or another, the pens keep on bending the Logan women against Taylor and Steffi. Indeed, though they've so numerous configurations in their closets, Forrester Creations could dress them for their own runway show at this point. As our compendiums can imagine, the internet clearly did have a lot to say about the matter. Some have indeed reflected with, the insincerity on this show is fantastic. Stunning, really. Taylor and Steffi both have blood on their hands, relatively literally, yet no bone. is allowed to call them on their BS. Taylor killed Thorne's woman via DUI and shot dollar bill in the reverse and demanded no bone. Hold her responsible for it. Electrocuted her and the staircase incident. And Allie is dead indeed. If it was tone defense, Steffi prevaricated to the police and didn't want the whole verity to be revealed. Ivy should have gone to the police with her videotape of the whole thing. And also there was this comment as well, the jotting of this show is so one-sided and veritably picky. You can easily see that in numerous cases. Look at the drunk kiss Hope laid on Finn for illustration. She was bashed, wearied, slut-lowered by Steffi, Finn, Taylor, Rich, and others for that indeed after showing veritably important guilt.